Good morning and welcome. It is Friday, the 11th of February. This is Flat Cap Callum. I'm hoping you're all very, very well. Okie doke. Today we have got a usual normal staking day, £20 through Sky Bet. So those bets will come up in a sec. Before we do that, I will go a quick run through yesterday's and we'll do a quick update on the golf. Okie doke. Yesterday's bets. Was a profitable day, first one we've had in a few days, which is really helpful. So I made it as a total £20 on, 24.71 back. Could have been a bit more, but we'll take a profit. So it does leave us a little bit behind for the week, but as a reminder, we are a profitable channel. So if you bet all the bets from right at the beginning of the channel, we are in profit. This week, and particularly February, has not gone so well. So we'll see how today progresses. So if I run through the bets, yesterday our main lucky 15, Muthamare wasn't quite there. It only finished 7th. 5th would have done us an each way, but not to be. Hidden Glen was really, really disappointing. I appreciate when I'm saying I'm putting on a 66-1 shot on here and it gets pulled up. You might think, well, that's just expected. I thought it would run clearly better than that. So disappointing. The last two legs though, in the lucky 15 did come good. So Tudor's Treasure placed 14-1 and Ruby 2 13-2 we had on the channel. I think it was 7-1 SP. So we had an each way double we had within the lucky 15, but we also did an additional each way double just on those bottom two. So that was a very helpful little bet I snuck in there. So 437 and 371. So basically about break even for the actual individual bet for that one. Then we had a really disappointing each way lucky 15. Not having much joy this week with the novice and maiden races. You'll be pleased to know there are none of those today. No novice and maiden races coming up today. That we are handicaps and class races only for today. Not because of that, just because that's where the horses were. But yeah, we had one horse place out of there, Craig and Whitehair, so we got 50 pence back for an in single each way place, and that was it. And then the Win Trixie nearly got us over the line in great fashion, but it was still a very profitable bet. Eureka Creek, it wasn't a great price. It didn't drift. It did go off at 10-11, which, as you know, I don't really want to put those horses up very often, but if I do, I'd put them in with a couple of bigger prices. So that one comfortably. Then Shake a Leg, which I did give a good write up to yesterday. We had it on 17-2 on the channel. It was beaten half a length into second, so disappointing not to get the win, but it was close. It did make me think, and I did talk about it yesterday, maybe that should have gone in an each way bet, but it didn't yesterday. And then the last leg, Asa Jamira, 3-1 we had on the channel. It drifted. We got best price guarantee, so we've got a 9-2 on that. So 10-11 and 9-2 win double. So we got back about £16 for that bet. So as I said, £20 on, 24.71 back. So about 23.5% profit if you're going to work on percentages. So decent enough. Alrighty, so as far as the golf goes, so some of you will be on the golf, some of you not on the golf, so I'll be fairly brief. The American Waste Management Phoenix Open, that started last night after round one. I'm quite happy with where we are. KH Lee is in second, so that's a nice place to be. A couple of the others aren't too far away in terms of shots. It's only Daniel Berger who had a disappointing first round, so 3 out of 4 doing okay in there. And then as far as the other tournament, the Ras Al Khaimah, I think we call it, promising start there. It's a bit early to tell. We're sort of over midway through day 2 on that one, and all 3 of our golfers are kind of not too far away, but quite a bit of their rounds to go. So Hurley Long being the one that's I think currently doing the best at tied 20th, but long way to go. So I'm quite happy, to be honest, where both those tournaments have started. So we'll see how we go. Okay, to today's bets. Just one thing I was going to say before today's bets. I've had a look through the last few days, and I've not been too happy, not necessarily with the horses I've picked. Clearly I could have picked lots more winners, but more about how I've constructed the bets. And I don't necessarily think you'll notice a difference, but I'm flagging to you. I've had a bit of a re-go through how I do that, because in normal Dayland, I don't normally put £20 bet on through a Sky Bet account specifically, and I've kind of made some adjustments of how I might do things going forward in terms of how I might put the selections on. I'm probably talking in riddles because you probably won't notice a difference. What I would say today is, as I said, there are 3 lucky 15s. That's not because I've changed anything, that's just because how the horses fit today. The other warning I actually will give is prices have been a little bit hard to come by today, so you will notice lower prices on some of these bets, and it's just the way it was today. There's nothing reasoning. I'm not trying to be more cautious and not find bigger prices. It's just what I found. Okay, first lucky 15, the main lucky 15, with minor bits of complication in here. So we've got an early race here, so flag here, early race, and the only race that isn't paying extra places on today's bets. So you've got in there bet 1, 12.30 Southwell, Mrs. Baggerman, 12 to 1. It's already been hammered in a little bit in the market. I like it at 12 still, enough that it's the only one paying not extra places, and it's an early race. So flag for a few reasons there. Then we've got 2.35 Meydan, Brilliant Light, paying 6 places on Sky Bet. Quite a few bet shops paying 5, some will be 4, but Brilliant Light 12 to 1. 3.20 Southwell, Bobby Joe Leg. That's my horse of the day in terms of where the stakes go in. 18 to 1. I think that's the best value I've got today. I've got one more bigger price, but best value. So Bobby Joe Leg, 18 to 1, and then 3.30 Kempton, What a Glance, 7 to 1. So we've got a 20p each way lucky 15, and then 2 additionals in there. So 50p each way single just on Bobby Joe Leg, so an additional single just there, and an additional double on the middle 2, Brilliant Light and Bobby Joe Leg. So that's where we're putting a little bit more of our money in the bet there. The other 2 bets to come are more straightforward. That is bet 1. Bet 2, second lucky 15. As I flagged, these are shorter prices than what I would normally go for on here, but it's just viable. What I will say is, if I hope you'll be able to get some better prices than what I've got here. If you get lower prices, it starts to make the bet, in my view, less viable. So if you can't find these prices, then I wouldn't put the bet on. So for the channel, I've just about got there with this 2.30 Bangor behind the lines, paying 4 places on Sky Bet. 3.45 Meydan, Storm Damage, paying 5 places on Sky Bet, 8 to 1. 4.55 Meydan, paying 4 places, Art Duval, 7 to 1. And then the 7.45 Chelmsford, paying 5 places on Sky Bet. That's a good each way race. Crazy Spin, 9 to 1. So it's a straight 20p each way, lucky 15. And then it wouldn't be Friday without a Dundalk special. So we have a Dundalk each way, lucky 15. Prices are less good this week. So I've been doing pretty good so far. I think on the channel, I've put up 30 each way bets at Dundalk, and 50%, exactly 15 of them, of either one or place. So we want a 50% strike rate of hitting the target with Dundalk. Let's see if we can carry on today, but the prices are lower. So the top one is the biggest price, Estepona Sun, 25 to 1. I think that's a really good price. I'm happy with that, and clearly the biggest price we've got in any of the bets today. 6 o'clock, paying 5 places, Sky Bet. Punk Poet, only 5s. It was a bit more than that before, but it's just about viable to go in the bet. 6.30, Tai Sing Ye, we've backed it before and it's placed for us. We're going again. And then 7 o'clock, Brokers Tip, 13 to 2. So that's a straightforward 20p each way, lucky 15. That is your bets for today. So 3 lucky 15s. We'll see if any of them are lucky for us. Either way, I will regroup with you in the morning and we'll see how we get on, and we'll do another golf update. Thanks very much. Enjoy your day.